Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about what I think remains the most serious risk that's now hovering over Donald Trump in New York. And it's not the $83.3 million award in the defamation case of E. Jean Carroll. It's not even the up to $370 million or so in disgorgement and other repayments that Judge they call them Justice Engeron, the trial court judge in the New York AG fraud case, is set to issue any day. It is in that case, but recall what Engeron did early on was essentially impose what we've been calling the corporate death penalty, basically taking away control of the Trump entities from the Trump organization and turning them over to a receiver to basically oversee, potentially sell as necessary. Now, that aspect of the case is on appeal. But it is moving forward. There's not a stay in it. And so what's been going on for the last 14 months is a very well-respected former judge from the Southern District of New York, from Manhattan. Barbara Jones has been a court-appointed monitor, and she's had powers that she's been exercising until a court of appeals tells her or Judge Engeron to stand down to get all this information from the Trump organizations to try to get through the thicket and heart of darkness that is the whole financial structure, and then to figure out where things stand. And in particular, we're still at a sort of freeze the linebacker stage to be sure they don't do anything to try to liquidate their holdings or create new structures that would make it harder for them to be overseen by a monitor. So we've got a 12-page letter that she filed on Friday that is the news hook here. And it's a mixed bag for the Trump organization. Let me put it that way. She does say that they're trying to be cooperative. It's not clear whether she's being charitable or euphemistic, because she also says that, certain attempts to meet with them, they rebuff and parry, and it takes a while. But she does, basically have a whole narrative that says, they're trying. On the other hand, she makes it clear that they have their disclosures to her were either, many of them, unclear or in some cases flat out erroneous. Now, maybe that just goes with the territory of a very financially complicated company. Maybe it has, bigger ramifications. It's not her job, which she makes clear, to do those sorts of judgments. It's really her job to kind of gather information and be aware and tell the court if they try any financial big moves that would prejudice the whole fraud case. But she says there are many instances of mistakes. And then there seems to be a lack of any kind of internal governance structure, and it would be much better if they had it. And then she concludes, absent steps to address the items above, my observations suggest misstatements and errors may continue to occur, which could result in incorrect or inaccurate reporting of financial information to third parties. And those are going to figure in, right? Those third parties potentially are going to wind up with holdings from the Trump organization when it all happens. Now, so it's on the one hand a fairly bureaucratic, straightforward letter where he, mistakes were made, you could say, but it doesn't completely attack him. But it's, on the other hand, it's not really supposed to. And interestingly, Trump came out of the box in response to the letter, totally trying to pillory Judge Jones. And that, for people who know, of course, that's usually not his audience. His audience is people who don't know. But Barbara Jones is, pretty much beyond reproach, has done this sort of investigation in many high-level cases. You couldn't really have someone better. DOJ served up a couple different names for judges, and this was the one that I think Trump signed off on. So he, nevertheless, showing his great erudition, compares her to Les Miserables and Inspector Javert, the mean, heartless figure there. And Trump is preparing to potentially open a new front of war against Barbara Jones. We'll see where it goes. The bottom line, really, for now, is less the sort of immediate details of, is this thing wrong or is that wrong, but a reminder: as things stand today, he's already greatly encumbered in what he can do with his erstwhile financial empire, and B, this is the big thing that's coming. All the money, I mean, it's all huge, but he's sort of bloodied in the arena, it seems to me. But to actually lose control of the empire, which is what the judge has ordered, if that holds up on appeal, is the most unkindest cut of all, I think, for Trump. And is, next to losing his liberty, it's basically the biggest comeuppance that I think faces him in this minefield that he looks at as he thinks about, from now to November, if he's able to win the election, and even thereafter. This is problems that won't automatically go away. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.